Well, good evening. Bob Burgess here with the Burgi View, and it is actually the 25th of June because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I have just been up piddling around and had a great evening a few hours ago now. It was my son Joe, what's his name? Jacoby's birthday. My youngest, he turned 26, and took him and his girlfriend Cameron out, and my second-born son Jeremy out, all to celebrate his birthday. And they had a good all-you-can-eat sushi dinner at a real nice sushi restaurant. And I paid to celebrate his birthday, and my sons were so ridiculously stuffed. They at this place, I understand that if you don't eat all they bring out, they charge you extra for what's left. So they're compelled, because they don't want to saddle me with an additional expense, to stuff it down. And they way overestimated how much they could handle. And they were sitting there and trying to burp to make more room. I suggested they stand up and jump up and down, but they thought that would be way too uncomfortable. It's quite the scene between the two of them. Cameron and I had a good time listening to them go back and forth about their discomfort. And on the way home in the car, it was even more so. It got real rambunctious. Everybody was going down there, or the two of them were going down there suggesting places to stop to get dessert. And they were just joking because they couldn't eat anything more. But it turned into something really, really weird, crazy. But it was hilarious. My sons are hilarious. But today is also, or the end of yesterday actually, ends my 24th day of a 30-day to 40-day fast, depending upon what I do right now. I'm kind of leaning towards going past 30. We'll see how that works out. But it was really weird. Once again, I gained almost 3 pounds. How do you gain weight? I don't understand when you're fasting. But at 2.9 pounds, I gained from Monday to Tuesday, and then this being basically Tuesday night. How did that happen? So we'll see how that works. I still have averaged 1.43 pounds per day loss. Have a total of 33 pounds lost. It was a little bit more than that, but now it's back up to 33 pounds. And it's really, tonight was difficult just from a fact that everything looks so good. I'm not a big sushi fan, or at least I didn't think I was. But a lot of that was just because of me just wanting to joke about sushi and calling it bait and things like that. But I've eaten some and kind of like it. And some of this stuff looked really, really good. And they were having moments where they took a bite and just, you could see it on their faces that they were just like in some kind of food ecstasy moment. And so it. I wanted to take a bite, but I knew that I would not want to break my fast, and so I kept at it and continued to do okay. Now, my blood sugar this morning was over 104, still not terrible, but it's been creeping up there, and that was this morning, and tonight it was, I think, 107. And my blood pressure tonight was like 143 over, I think, 77, something of that nature. So just on the verge of high, although I'm told by some that it's not really high. But anyway, I'm I'm hoping to get that better under control. But that's the results of day 24, and I'll tell you about how I'm doing on day 25 tomorrow night. But one of the things I wanted to talk just real briefly about is tonight we had a lot of laughter. There was a lot of joking, and my sons and I, just like I guess any parents do, have had some differences along the way. We do have some different opinions about what's going on in the world and how to treat it, and in politics, American politics. We do have some different opinions on that, and I've seen those kinds of things really come between people being able to have a good relationship, and I see it especially now. I've got some relatives that because I'm not on their side of the aisle, they won't have much to do with me, and I'm perfectly fine with having a good relationship with them, but I don't. I used to get into arguments. It's not worth it anymore. I used to have Facebook arguments over that, and it's just nothing's worth that. I think because all we have is our opinions. We're not ones that have any take action. We can't do anything to change anything other than vote. We can express our opinion, and that's fine. That's freedom. But we're not ones that I will influence you to do something in life that's different, because people are pretty embedded these days. And my kids, I respect their opinions, and they're well thought out. They don't just do them based upon feeling. They based upon what they see and observe and the facts, and they just look at those things a little bit differently than I do. I agree with them on some things. But I'm not quite as far into that direction, and they're not liberal by any means. As a matter of fact, they kind of understand, I think, the role of government and what it should be, but they just don't like the way things are being run right now, and so we have a difference of opinion, but we still love each other, we still hug each other, we still laugh. And it's I guess my lesson is, don't let, I've heard it said, don't sweat the small stuff, and then it's all small stuff. Don't let differences of opinion come between you and your valued relationships. It's just not worth it. I've heard it said many times, when you're laying on your deathbed, you're not going to wish for, I wish I'd just spent a little more time working, or I spent a little bit more time with this or that. I don't think you're going to spend much time wishing that you'd had more arguments with your family. That's just a waste of time, and all it does is come between us. We can express our opinion, and hopefully we can accept each other and love each other, and hopefully we can learn to do that more. But there is so much vehemence taking place between people right now that if you have a different way of thinking or different opinion, people just cast you off. That's the cancel society, I guess. So I choose not to be a part of it. I will love and accept people regardless of their opinion, and opinions aren't big enough obstacles to stand between us. Now, if you do some things that are hurtful or vindictive, we might have a little problem. But words aren't worth that. So that's my little observation, my lesson tonight. But I look forward to the end of day 25 to let you know how I'm doing then, and if anything occurs, any kernels of wisdom seem to be needed to share, I will do that. But until tomorrow, good night.